How it go? Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some, everybody love, everybody know. Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Colts are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Texans, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, at Lucas Oil Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down, Merritt. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On second down, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. Now Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Merritt. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it. And they'll say at the 45. And now out comes Houston. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Watson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got... the ball on target, and knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. A handoff as they run the counter play. Slips past him.
Here we go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Holland. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Merritt. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. Operating from the gun, Merritt. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. The play clock's running down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll give it here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
From the gun, here's Watson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Now a handoff looking right. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Off-play action. Merritt. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Balin. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on 2nd down. Merritt. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Merritt finding room to the 20, throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holland. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Merritt. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he gets it here to right around the 24. Before he's out of bounds. And the D looking like they may blitz. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Off the play fake. Merritt throwing deep for Galladay. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watson now going to run the option right. Big hold of the 30. He's at the 50. And he cuts it right and into space. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 81 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. Off play action. Merritt. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw on second down, Merritt. And this is caught at the 8. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
From the gun, Merritt. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
All right, here we go.
A final shot before break. Merritt. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Here we go. 38.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Second down now after the incompletion. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 38.
Play clock winding down. Watson just beating the play clock. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looking to throw on second down. Merrill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Washington to begin the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Houston. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Off the play fake. Merritt. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Off play action. Merritt. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing route.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington. And now it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing again on second and 10. Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and short, and you're just trying to pick up a 1st down. Maybe run the football, throw a little short route. Pretty gutsy maneuver there. They took that thing downtown, and it paid off.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jay Prosh, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Merritt. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw on 2nd down. Merritt. Throw left side taken in by Galladay. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looking to throw. Merritt. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Merritt. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Defense showing blitz. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Let's go!
They'll start the drive with Washington. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Here we go! Here we go! Brand 38!
Now on 1st down, it's Washington again. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Now it's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go. Watson. Let's round. Ohio.
The play clock's running down. Now Watson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run. It's Washington. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Staying on the ground with Washington. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Ohio. Let's round. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Watson now going to run the option right. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Back to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Back to throw. Merritt. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Colts, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Houston, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.